Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to lesson 2 of unit 6 in your grade 12 theory course. We're going to talk about a very popular chord progression, a very popular harmonic progression. It's used all over the place in classical music, right through popular contemporary kind of stuff, in jazz patterns. It's everywhere, okay? Or little bits and pieces of this are found everywhere, all right? We're going to talk about it's called the phone number progression, but that's really just a way to memorize what it looks like. So essentially what's happening here is you have what is an ascending fourths or a descending fifths progression. Okay, I'm going to show you on the keyboard so you can see it visually. I'm going to move this up here and then show you that C to F to B to E, etc. is indeed moving up in fourths. Okay, so we have our keyboard here. I'm going to start on a low C to up to the fourth, which is F, to B, to E, to A, to D, to G, to C. We're always moving up in fourths. Or if you want to think moving down in fifths, if you start from a C to F, to B, to E, sorry, to A, down to so basically up in fourths or down in fifths. All right, I'm gonna play the harmony for you so you can hear how it sounds as well. So in C major or in any major key, this chord progression sounds like this, and I'm going to do it in different voicings than what's on the page, because on the page it's only triads. So I'm going to fill it out with more octaves and that kind of thing. But here's a C to an F, B diminished, E minor, A minor, D minor, G, and C. So hopefully that sounded pretty pleasant to your ears. It's the kind of progression that happens a lot, like I've said before. Now in a minor key, notice we're moving into A minor here. It's the same thing. We're moving up in fourths or down in fifths, however you want to think of it. But in using the harmonic form, we're using G sharps in this case. Anytime there's a G, you use a G sharp instead. What ends up happening in a minor key is that you get a few different harmonic sounds, like this augmented triad here, C augmented, does sound a little weird. Okay, so it's chopped up and not used in the same way in a minor form, but here it is, the minor progression. Well, let me just orient your ears to A minor. Okay, so the A minor phone number progression sounds like this. Here's A minor to D minor to G diminished to C augmented to F, B diminished, E, and A minor. All right. Hopefully, maybe that C augmented chord sounded really weird, and it does. Often that's changed or altered harmonically, so it's not necessarily as weird sounding. But again, this progression is often used in minor keys as well, or chunks of it are used in minor keys as well. Certainly this B diminished to E to A minor. Right? I just added that seventh in there, E7, but it all is used. It's a very common harmonic progression because you're moving up in fourths or down in fifths. All right. The progression, the example here is from Mozart's Piano Sonata, K545 in the key of G major. Sorry, I'm going to play this for you. I have a recording. I'm not going to perform it because I'd have to practice this a lot. But I'm going to play a recording of this for you so you can hear how it sounds in its arpeggiated form, as you can see here. So this recording starts at about 1 minute 23 seconds. You'll hear this excerpt. Okay, so at about 1:23 here it'll start. Here it goes. right, now, just in case that was a little too quick, I'll play it for you. We'll play it one more time, and we will. Oh, hang on. Sorry, we'll play it one more time. We're going to slow the speed a little bit. Okay. Let me slow this down a little bit to 0.75 and have a listen. Okay, so that progression of ascending fourths or descending fifths is, like I said before, it's very common. It's very pleasing to most people's ears, even non-musicians. So have a listen one more time, and we'll play it. We'll play it again for you at about half the speed, and I'll point along as it goes by. Okay, here we go. Here it is. So F sharp diminished, B minor, E minor. Anyway, okay, so you get the idea. That's the structure, that's the harmonic form that we're talking about. Okay, so the rest of this page, guys, is just two examples of practice writing out this progression. 1 4 7 3 6 2 5 1. Ascending fourths or descending fifths, however you want to remember the pattern is fine. Okay. Write the progression in each of the following keys. Use a key signature and indicate the chords with chord symbols above and Roman numerals below. Essentially, you are copying this. Right? You're doing this and this, but instead of in C major and A minor, they would like you to use A major and E minor. Okay, so I'm sure by using the gray section as a template, you can translate that into these keys. Okay, let's go on quickly to the second page, to the next page. And here we have two examples of some melodies that can be harmonized using this phone number progression, 1 4 7 3 6 2 5 1. Okay, so to begin with, it says here at the top, write out the progression and then write out the chords underneath the melody using block chords with good voicing. So you don't need to write this out like in a ballad style with it, all the craziness. Just with the block chords in half notes, just straight up vertical sort of harmony style. All right. I'm going to play these melodies for you so you get an idea of how it sounds. Hopefully you have access to a keyboard as well that you can try this out. But here we go. The first exercise in the key of F major, two lines of music. Here it goes. 1 2 3 4. Now that melody certainly sounds good. It starts and ends on an F on the tonic. So your job, of course, is to figure out how this progression will fit best into the music that's there. The exercise on the bottom, this one line in 3/4 time in G major. Let me just play that for. I'm just sight reading this as I go, but here we go. So this 3/4 time in G major. Actually, wait, this is not in G major. Haha. See, this is one of the easy traps that can happen. I see one sharp and my brain says G major, as it hopefully did with your eyes as well. But the other information here tells me we're not necessarily in G major. We're in the relative minor. We're in E minor. We're starting on E, ending on E, and we have a D sharp raised seventh of E minor, right? We're making that E sound like a tonic with that raised seventh. This is an E minor. So we've got E minor. Okay, so E minor. Here's the melody. 1 2 3. All right, you can obviously play that on your own and harmonize that how how you see it to best work with this progression. All right, you'd have to use that phone number progression. You have to use the 1-473-6251, but you're deciding at what speed and where those changes are going to happen based on the melody and the scale degrees that are happening in the melody. All right, have fun with that. Get used to it. Get comfortable with it. Know it for the upcoming test, of course, the last unit test that we're going to have this year. And good luck. We'll see you in the next lesson. Take care. Bye-bye.